With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It means going on the attack. The key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle and employing the right tactics to generate momentum. Pull in! Keep your weapon at the ready. You never know what's around the corner. Press the advantage!
And Oni!
The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki Ito. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
People see Oni causing trouble again. That'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice you made!
Come on, men! He won't get away this time! Just give yourself up, Arataki!
A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. It's very precious to me. When it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke!
Ah, that idiot Oni. What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face. There! It's showtime! Oh, coming through! Step aside. Ito's back in town.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye.
Shut up, would ya?
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries, a vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
People are put off by the cold and don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy exterior.
Are you here to build a snowman too? Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun. What's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Albedo, what the devil do you think you were doing?
Hey, can you hear me? Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Arataki numero uno Ito here in the flesh. So, what are we doing? Talking about Ito's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Ito wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element. He's strong, tough, reliable, a true Oni horn to toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and when his second and fourth attacks hit opponents, Ito will gain stacks of superlative super strength. Pretty cool name, huh? Oh, another thing to note is that Ito's normal attack combo won't reset for a short time after using his elemental skill or performing a sprint, which means you can keep on swinging even after you move. When you hold to initiate a charged attack, you can use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki Keisagiri slashes without spending any stamina. Each Arataki Keisagiri slash will consume 1 stack of superlative super strength. When the final stack is consumed, Ito will unleash an especially powerful attack. When no stacks of superlative super strength are available, Ito will perform a Saichi Monji slash. Oh, and most importantly, remember to keep your hairstyle as cool as possible, even when the wind keeps trying to mess it up. After unlocking the talent Arataki Ichiban, which, by the way, means Ito's the best, When Ito uses consecutive Arataki Keisagiri, his resistance to interruption greatly increases, and each slash causes the subsequent slash to have higher attack speed. So your slashes will keep getting faster and harder to stop. With another one of Ito's talents, Bloodline of the Crimson Oni, damage of Ito's Arataki Keisagiri is increased by a certain percentage of Ito's defense. When using his elemental skill, Ito hurls Ushi, the young Akaushi bull, at opponents, dealing geo damage. When Ushi hits opponents, it'll grant Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength. Ushi also happens to be an auxiliary member of the Arataki gang. Aw, isn't it cute? Anyway, Ushi is considered a geo construct, and it'll remain on the field to taunt surrounding opponents and draw their attacks. But Ushi won't stick around forever. It'll flee when its HP drops to 0 or its duration ends. Ushi also grants Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength when it takes damage and when it leaves. Next up, let's talk about Ito's Oni King form. After unleashing his elemental burst, Royal Descent, behold Ito the Evil, Ito lets his inner raging Oni King emerge, using his Oni King's Kanabo in battle. Yeah, you see that mace he's swinging? During this state, Ito's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to geo damage that cannot be overridden. The first and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Ito himself 1 stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. While in Raging Oni King state, Ito's elemental and physical resistance drop, but his attack will be increased based on his defense, and his normal attack speed will also be increased.
General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a Geovision. His elemental skill Inuzaka All-Round Defense deals AoE geo damage and sets up his General's War Banner.
Aw, the dog paw on the banner is so cute.
I love it.
Thanks, guys. Well, this banner is more than just for show. It provides buffs to active characters within the ability's AoE based on the number of party members in field who are of the Geo element. So, for example, when we have 1 Geo party member, it grants a defense bonus. When we have 2 Geo party members, in addition to the defense bonus, it increases resistance to interruption. And when we have 3 Geo party members, it adds a Geo damage bonus on top of the previous 2 bonuses we just mentioned.
Okay, so what you're saying is the more Geo characters we have in our party, like, I don't know, Albedo, the more buffs we gain from Goro's elemental skill?
Yes, that is correct. Any characters who like defense and Geo, and there's a few of them, would probably like that a lot.
Yes.
And finally, Thanks, Koi. And finally, we have Goro's elemental burst, Juga Forward unto Victory. Unleashing his burst, Goro deals AoE geo damage and creates a field known as General's Glory. Just like his elemental skill, the field provides buffs to active characters according to the number of Geo party members. What's special about this field is that it moves together with your active character and periodically generates a Crystal Collapse, which deals AoE geo damage to one opponent within its AoE. After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Goro's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another one of Goro's talents, A Favor Repaid, grants damage bonuses to Goro's elemental skill and elemental burst based on his defense, which is great because I love seeing characters using different stats.
Well, all right, now that we've had our first look at our new characters, let's check out the event wishes coming in version 2.3. The event wishes for version 2.3 are going to be a little different from previous versions. This time, we will be opening 2 character event wishes at the same time during the earlier phase of version 2.3. They are Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and Eula's Born of Ocean Swell.
Okay, so both Albedo and Eula's rerun will be available at the same time, that means. That's cool. What else we got?
Cool, yeah. Well, also in the later phase of version 2.3, the character event wish Oni's Royale will become available, featuring our 2 new characters, Arataki Ito and Goro.
And as expected, with new characters comes new storylines. Ito's story quest, Taurus iracundus, will be added in the new version for travelers to explore. In addition to Ito's story quest, both Goro and Beto will be receiving their very own hangout events in version 2.3.
Heck yeah, if you like new characters and storylines, I bet you'll like some new weapons and artifacts in version 2.3. The new 5-star Claymore Redhorn Stone Thresher will be appearing in one of version 2.3's weapon event wishes. Also, the new artifact sets Husk of Opulent Dreams and Ocean Hued Clam will become available in the new version.
Let's take a look at the Golden Wolf Lord. Technically, the Golden Wolf Lord is the king of the Rift Wolves, which is also the reason why Rift Hounds and Rift Hound whelps appeared in Surumi Island in the first place. As a giant, monstrous beast from another world, its subjects are tasked with making preparations before it descends. In combat, the Golden Wolf Lord's attacks can apply stacks of the Corrosion status, which will cause all characters in the party to continuously lose HP. When the Wolf Lord's HP drops to a certain threshold, it will summon Rift Hound Alphas to provide it with shields.
Well, that just doesn't sound fair.
I mean, I think I'm up for this fight, but it does sound pretty tough.
Yeah, but don't worry. In the latter stage of the fight, the Wolf Lord's resistance to Geo attacks decreases, while its attack increases. So you'll have to factor that into your strategy.
The main event in version 2.3 is called Shadows Amid Snowstorms. In this event, the Adventurers Guild will be holding their winter training on Dragonspine. The first is called Agility Training. Basically, it's a special speed training. Once you start, you need to follow the guides to proceed down a race course. The second type of gameplay is Tracker Training. Travelers will need to find and melt all the ice crystal piles within the training area to complete the challenge. And our third type of gameplay is Combat Training.
Ooh, combat, my favorite part.
Combat training camps will contain lures that can be activated to begin the training session. Lures will start in a state of source cold and will emanate cold air that not only increases the rate at which sheer cold will accumulate on your character, but also gives nearby opponents a buff at fixed intervals. That is very exciting. And to add to the excitement, players will be able to claim rewards by building snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar Spindle. Yeah, you want to refine this bad boy? Well, you can collect event currencies and exchange them for the sword's refinement materials via the event shop.
All right, next we'll be heading back to Inazuma for our next event titled Bantan Sango Case Files, The Warrior Dog. According to the Commission, our objective is to find and bring the missing animals back. During investigation, we get to find a mysterious dog which patrols around some of the missing animals. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world requests to obtain a brand new gadget called the Omni Ubiquity Net.
That's quite a name.
It is said it can capture the essence of smaller creatures before using the net itself as a medium to replicate their forms. Our next event is Energy Amplifier Fruition. What's different from the previous Energy Amplifier event is that once travelers have cleared all the investigation tasks in Act 1, they'll automatically gain the Energy Amplifier and all of the Earman Soul Fruit Fragments. Our next event to introduce is Misty Dungeon Realm of Light.
Yeah, travelers may remember this one as well. Just like our previous Misty Dungeon event, travelers will use the trial characters to complete dungeon trials. You will need to find all 3 of the ancient runes in the dungeon and complete their corresponding challenges to activate the runes.
Once all 3 runes are activated, travelers can gain access to the final challenge. And speaking of recurring events, our most popular merchant, Lieben, is coming back in version 2.3 with his goods. Players can search for Lieben and submit the materials that he requests to claim rewards. And that's all we've got for the upcoming events.
And buckle up, because there's more. We've got some details on a fun update to the Serenity Pot.
Right. After the version 2.3 update, we will be able to put Paimon into our Serenity Pot.